Close your eyes for a moment and picture someone you hold dear. The person who raised you, whose laughter filled your childhood, whose gentle guidance carried you through life's storms. Now imagine they're quietly showing signs that their time with you is drawing to a close. Would you notice those whispers of change? Aging is a tender, inevitable journey. But sometimes the body speaks in soft, almost invisible signals that are all too easy to overlook. These aren't bold alarms or sudden shifts. They're delicate, heart-wrenching clues that carry a profound truth. Grounded in research, these signs can reveal when an elderly loved one may be entering their final year. Today, we're sharing 5 quiet, deeply moving clues to help you see these moments, to hold them close, and to fill their days with love and meaning. Stay with us, because understanding these signs can transform how you cherish the time you have left, weaving a legacy of connection and care in the moments that matter most. Sign 1. Increased sleep and fatigue. Have you ever noticed your loved one, perhaps your grandma or dad, dozing off in their favorite chair, their eyes closing mid-conversation, or spending more hours asleep than awake? Maybe they used to greet the day with energy, bustling through their routine, but now they linger in bed, their steps slower, their spark dimmer. You might think, they're just tired, or maybe they didn't sleep well last night. But what if this is just a passing exhaustion? What if it's a gentle, yet profound signal that their body is slowing down in a way we can't turn back? A noticeable increase in sleep and fatigue is one of the most overlooked, yet powerful signs that an elderly loved one may be in their final year. Research from doctors and hospice nurses shows this isn't just about aging or needing a nap. It's the body's natural way of conserving energy as it prepares for its final chapter. Imagine this, your loved one, who once rose early to tend their garden or chat over coffee, now naps through the afternoon. They might sleep longer at night but still wake up drained. Their movements are heavy. Their motivation to start the day is fading. Some days they seem to drift in and out, more absent than present. Their eyelids heavy even during moments they once cherished. It's not laziness or a lack of will. Studies explain that as the body nears the end, it redirects energy away from daily tasks. It focuses inward as systems gradually slow. The heart, the lungs, the muscles all begin to work less urgently, as if the body knows it no longer needs to sustain itself for years to come. This change starts subtly. At first, you might notice they're a bit more tired, skipping a walk they used to love. Rest, but then the pattern deepens. Conversations tire them out. Simple tasks, like getting up from a chair, feel like climbing a hill. Their days become a patchwork of sleep and fleeting wakefulness. Families often misread this, thinking a brisk walk or more coffee will perk them up. You might urge them to stay active, to fight the fatigue, hoping to see their old energy return. But here's the heart-wrenching truth: this isn't something to fix. It's a sign to honor, instead of pushing them to stay awake. What if we embrace these moments with love? If you're seeing this in someone you care about, let go of the urge to keep them busy. Sit with them during their waking moments. Hold their hand as they rest. Speak softly, sharing a story or a memory, even if their eyes are closed. These gestures wrap them in comfort, showing them they're loved, safe, and never alone. This isn't about how long they stay awake, but how cherished they feel when they're with you. If this feels familiar, know you're not alone. Recognizing this sign is a chance to make their days warmer, filled with quiet connection. Let's hold on to hope. Knowing that your presence, your gentle touch, can light up their world, even in their quietest moments. Every second you share matters, and together, we can make their time feel like a warm embrace. Sign 2. Withdrawal from conversations. Have you ever walked into a room where your loved one, maybe your mom or grandpa, used to light up the space with stories, laughter, or questions about your day. But now, something's different. They're sitting there, silent, their eyes distant, their voice barely a whisper. At first, you think they're just tired or lost in thought. They might nod when you speak, offer a short answer, or just stare out the window, as if they're somewhere else entirely. You ask how they're doing, and they murmur, "I'm fine." But the spark you once knew feels dim. What if this silence isn't just a mood? What if it's a profound sign that their time is drawing near? A gradual withdrawal from conversations and social connections is one of the most telling clues that an elderly loved one may be in their final year. Research from psychologists and hospice caregivers shows this isn't just about being less talkative. It's the mind and spirit slowly stepping back from the world. Picture this: they used to call you to chat about your life, ask about your dreams, or share tales from their past. Now they barely join in at family gatherings. Invitations to dinner are met with a soft, "maybe next time." During conversations, they might nod but not reply. Their once curious nature replaced by a quiet detachment. It's as if they're fading into the background, not just of the room, but of life itself. This isn't boredom or disinterest. Studies explain it's a natural process where the body and mind begin to let go of external ties. People nearing the end often turn inward, reflecting on their life, their memories, their journey. It's not a choice they make. It's an instinct, like a tide gently pulling back from the shore. You might notice they stop watching their favorite shows, lose interest in the news, or skip the lively debates they once loved. Their energy for the outside world fades, and with it, their presence in everyday moments. Here's where it gets hard. Families often misread this. You might wonder, why won't they talk to me? Did I do something wrong? It's easy to feel hurt, to think they no longer care. But the truth is, they care deeply. Their heart is still with you, even if their words aren't. They're just shifting focus, preparing for what lies beyond. If you see this in someone you love, don't try to pull them back into long conversations or force them to engage. Instead, meet them where they are. Sit beside them in silence. Hold their hand. Share a memory or play a song from their youth. Sometimes, just being there, without expecting words, is the greatest gift you can give. These moments show them they're seen, loved, and safe. If this resonates with you, no, you're not alone. Recognizing this sign opens the door to deeper connection, even in silence. Let's hold on to hope. Knowing that your presence, your quiet love, can make their final days feel warm and meaningful. Every small gesture counts, and together, we can cherish the time we have. Sign 3. Loss of appetite. Have you ever sat down to a meal with someone you love, maybe your grandma or dad, and noticed they're barely touching their food? At first, it seems like nothing. They might smile and say, "I'm just not hungry today," or "I ate earlier. Don't worry." You nod, maybe offer their favorite dish to tempt them, thinking it's just a phase. But what if this isn't just a moment? What if it's a gentle, yet chilling sign that their body is beginning to let go? A consistent loss of appetite is one of the most overlooked, yet deeply telling clues that an elderly loved one may be in their final year. Research shows this isn't just about picky eating or aging taste buds. It's the body signaling a profound shift. Picture this: one day, they skip breakfast. The next, their dinner plate sits half full. Slowly, food, something that once brought them joy, becomes an afterthought. Their favorite pie, the one they used to savor, sits unchio. You might hear them say, "Food just doesn't taste right anymore," or "I don't feel like eating." It's tempting to brush it off, to think they'll perk up tomorrow. But here's the truth that tugs at the heart: this is more than aging. As the body nears its final stage, it needs less energy. The digestive system slows, absorbing fewer nutrients. Hormones that once sparked hunger fade. But it's not just physical. There's an emotional weight here that's even harder to grasp. Studies suggest that in these moments, some people lose their connection to the future. They stop planning for the next meal, the next holiday, the next anything, as if their spirit senses what's coming. You might notice their clothes fitting looser, their face looking thinner, their hands more fragile. It's subtle at first. A belt tightened an extra notch. A shirt that hangs a little too big. Families often miss this, thinking it's just a change in taste or stubbornness. You might try cooking their old favorites, urging them to take one more bite, feeling that pang of frustration when they push the plate away. But what if we pause and see this for what it is? This isn't about food. It's the body's quiet way of preparing for its next chapter. Instead of frustration, let's choose empathy. If you're seeing this in someone you love, don't pressure them to eat more. Focus on comfort. Offer small bites of something they love. Maybe a sip of their favorite soup. But don't push. Sit with them. Share a story. Hold their hand. Make the moment about love, not the meal. This is about honoring their journey, giving them peace, and showing them they're not alone. If this feels familiar, know you're not alone either. Recognizing this sign is the first step to making their days brighter, filled with care and connection. Let's hold on to hope, knowing that every small gesture matters, and together, we can make their time meaningful. Sign 4. Sudden emotional clarity and peace. Have you ever noticed your loved one, maybe your mom or grandpa, suddenly seem at peace in a way they never were before? Picture this: they spent years carrying worries, fretting over small details, or holding on to old regrets. But now, out of nowhere, that weight seems to lift. They speak with a calm that feels almost otherworldly, sharing gratitude, reflecting on their life with a gentle smile, or even opening up about memories they've kept locked away. At first, it's comforting, even beautiful. You might think they've found a new lease on life. But what if this newfound peace is more than it seems? What if it's a quiet, profound sign that their journey is nearing its end? A sudden emotional clarity and sense of peace is one of the most mysterious, yet widely observed signs that an elderly loved one may be in their final year. Research from hospice nurses and caregivers shows this isn't just a mood shift. It's as if the mind and spirit sense the body's time is short and respond by letting go of burdens, embracing acceptance, and finding closure. Imagine your loved one, who once stressed over every family decision, now speaking with quiet wisdom. They might share stories from their youth in vivid detail, as if painting their life for you one last time. Some reach out to old friends or relatives, mending broken ties, offering forgiveness, or seeking it themselves. Others might say things that stop you in your tracks, like, "I've lived a full life. I'm ready when the time comes." These words can feel like a punch to the heart, tempting you to say, "Don't talk like that. You're fine." But here's the truth: they're not giving up. They're embracing their truth. Studies suggest this clarity often comes when the body instinctively knows its journey is winding down. Unlike the physical signs of decline, this is a moment of emotional strength, a return to a deeper self. You might notice them gazing at old photos, speaking of loved ones who've passed, or expressing love in ways they rarely did before. It's as if they're tying up loose ends, saying goodbye in their own way, even if they don't say it outright. For families, this can be hard to accept. You might want to dismiss their words, to reassure them they have years left. But what if we listen instead? What if we honor this peace by letting them share their heart? If you see this in someone you love, Don't interrupt their reflections or brush off their words. Sit with them. Ask about their stories. Let them speak of their joys, their sorrows, their lessons. Play their favorite song, or hold their hand as they reminisce. These moments are sacred, a chance to connect on a level you may never have before. Your presence, your willingness to listen, shows them they're safe to let go, wrapped in love. If this resonates with you, know you're not alone. Recognizing this sign is a chance to weave a deeper bond, to make their final days glow with meaning. Let's hold on to hope. Knowing that your quiet support, your open heart, can make them feel seen and cherished. Every word you share, every moment you spend, is a gift that lingers, lighting their path with love and peace. Sign 5. The last surge or rally. Imagine your loved one, perhaps your dad or grandma, who's been fading for weeks or months. They've been eating little, speaking less, sleeping through most of the day. Their energy a faint shadow of what it once was. Then, out of nowhere, something extraordinary happens. One morning, they wake up with a spurt you haven't seen it on. Their eyes are bright, their voice steady. And they sit up, asking for their favorite meal or sharing a story with a laugh that echoes the person they used to be. It feels like a miracle, like they're back, like maybe, just maybe, they're getting better. You might think, they're turning a corner. There's still time. But what if this burst of energy isn't a sign of recovery? What if it's a final, fleeting gift, a moment to say goodbye? Known as the last surge or rally, this is one of the most profound signs that an elderly loved one may be in their final days or weeks. Research from doctors and hospice caregivers describes this as a brief, unexpected period of clarity and strength, where the body, despite its decline, gathers its last reserves for one final act of connection. It might last a few hours, sometimes a full day, but often it's followed by a rapid decline, leading to their passing soon after. Picture this: your loved one, who's been so quiet, suddenly wants to talk, to reminisce about old times, or even to joke like they did years ago. They might ask for a slice of their favorite pie, sit at the table with you, or share a piece of advice that feels like it's meant to carry you forward. For a moment, they're fully present, their spirit shining through. Families often feel a rush of hope, believing this means recovery. You might start planning for tomorrow, thinking there's more time. But here's the tender truth: science suggests this surge is the body's final effort, a chance to offer closure, to share love, to be with you one last time. While researchers don't fully understand why it happens, many believe it's a moment of grace, allowing your loved one to tie up loose ends, express unspoken feelings, or simply soak in the warmth of family. It's as if their heart says, "I'm still here, just for a little while longer." The hardest part is how easy it is to miss the meaning of this moment. You might focus on their sudden energy, making plans for the future, not realizing this could be their way of saying farewell. If you see this in someone you love, don't let it pass. Don't wait for tomorrow. Sit with them. Listen to every word. Hold their hand. Laugh with them. Cry with them. Let them know they're loved beyond measure. Ask them what's on their heart. Share a memory. Or just be there, fully present, in the glow of their light. These moments are precious, a chance to make their final hours feel like a warm embrace. If this feels familiar, know you're not alone. Recognizing this sign is a call to cherish every second, to fill their time with love and connection. Let's hold on to hope. Knowing that your presence, your touch, your voice can make their farewell a beautiful memory. Every moment you share is a gift, a way to honor their life. and let them know they're never alone, wrapped in your love until the very end. As we reflect on these 5 quiet clues, a loss of appetite, withdrawal from conversations, increased sleep, sudden peace, and the final surge, it's natural to feel a mix of worry and heartache. Watching someone you love move through these changes is never easy. These signs, backed by research, can slip by, blending into the rhythm of daily life until the moment feels too late. But now, you hold a powerful gift awareness. You know what to look for, and that means you can choose to be there, truly present, for the ones who mean the world to you. Imagine sitting with your loved one, holding their hand, sharing a quiet smile, or listening to their stories, even if they're told in whispers. These moments aren't about stopping the inevitable. They're about making every second count. Let their silence wrap you in closeness. Let their tiredness remind you to offer comfort. Let their peace inspire you to listen with your heart. If you've seen these signs in someone you love, know you're not alone. Your love, your presence, can light up their final days, making them feel safe, cherished, and never alone. Take a moment to share your story in the comments below, because your words might lift someone else walking this tender path. And if this touched you, please like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell to stay connected for more insights on caring for those we hold dear. Thank you for being here. Stay gentle, stay present, and above all, cherish every heartbeat you share with the ones you love. Together, we can make their journey a story of love that never fades.